The 7-iron field test.
The purpose of this video is I was brought to golf by my granddad, who used to hit 150 yards. He was in his late 50s, 60s when he took up golf. And he said, keep it in play, hit it 150 yards, and you'll get an 18 handicap. Now I play off 20 now, and the aim is to get to 18 handicap. So could I do it with a 7-iron? Would I be able to beat my best score? Would I be able to compete as I usually would use it? 14 clubs, and would it be detrimental? Is this a theory that people say which is a load of crap? It's not true, and in fact 14 clubs is beneficial. Or is hitting 150 yards dead straight, keeping it on the fairway, actually more beneficial, and does it help your score? I'm dripping head to toe in Adidas, so let's go and find out. Let's do it. Absolute cracker. Good so far. So we're off to a good start. Straight down the middle. Theory so far might work. Didn't go very far though. The theory is, if you hit 150 over and over and over, consistently and straight and in play, I should go around in less shots. Now, a lot of people keep saying to me, Christian, keep the ball in play. Don't take the driver, don't take the 7-wood, don't take the 3-iron. And many times they're right. Ends up going wayward or into the trees, and particularly here at, as you can see, Windmill Hill, it's very much tree congested. Most of the par 5s here, you can definitely get on with 3 half-decent 7-irons. So let's give it a go. First shot is absolutely bang in the middle of the fairway. So far, good start. My first 7-iron went 187 yards. That's pretty awesome. Let's fingers crossed we can keep that going. Straight and down the middle. Should go on. Oh dear, oh dear. The issue with that one is I've hooked it spectacularly into the woods, into the trees. It might be quite hard to find. I did hear a thick bounce, so hopefully it's somewhere seeable. So the idea of this is to use a 7-iron as often as I can. So for putting, still use my putter. If I land in a bunker, I'm still going to take my 58 degree. The idea here, the premises, is to see whether keeping it in play, using 1 iron over and over again, will benefit me and beat my score and help me improve. One theory that might be quite interesting is because I'm using 1 club consistently over and over, perhaps my strike will become more consistent and I'll actually get a better score that way. That's something that's of interest. Here I'm still going to use a 7-iron, but I'm just going to try and punch it out, keep it in play. It's back in play. So I've got myself into quite a decent situation here. And here I'm just going to try and do a punch shot. Didn't look so good. Yeah, I'm not sure that's gone to plan. It's actually quite a good connection. Hit it all right. I think it's run off the back. I think I'm putting from the fringe for a par, so I regularly hit 7 and 8 on this hole. So 4 7-irons, and a putt for a par off the fringe, albeit. Don't go short, Christian. Don't go short. Come on. Oh! Got a bogey. Bogey on the first. One very bad shot with the 7-iron. Next on the second hole. It's a par 4. 379 yards. There's a little dog leg left to right, so, sorry, right to left. So good work, good work. Wrong club. That's the right club. Beautiful flight, straight in the middle. So as we approach this, I'm normally in the trees on the right. Over there. I'm right in the middle of the fairway. This rarely happens. I'm excited. Sorry, young lad's just left his pitching wedge from the previous hole, so he's just going back to play. So the interesting part of this, the 7-iron, is that I'm a bit short now, so I can't probably get on the green. It's 209 yards. Once I get a huge amount of whip, I'm not going to get on the green. But as long as I get close and I chip on, 2-putt and a bogey, that's better than my average. By mistake, I've completely thinned that and it's gone mild. As mentioned earlier, I am trying to use a 7-iron as much as possible. But I'm not going to be stupid about it. This is to try and test my dear old granddad's theory that if I keep it in play and hit 150, 160 yards, I should lower my handicap. Now he played off 12 and could only hit the ball 150 yards. I'm playing off 20 and I can hit a ball 300 yards. So maybe there is something in his theory. Completely mishit that, but again I've been very lucky, I thinned it. But it's on the green, it's a safe shot. A lot of people do say you should try these shots, to use a 7-iron, roll it up on the green, don't get your sandwich out, don't get your 58-degree out. It's a sensible shot, I didn't hit it well, I'm on the green. Grandad might have been onto something here. Always take time on your putts. Always underhit my putts. So annoying! Three putt. So not great there. Did end up getting a 6. Do get a 6 on this hole a lot. So really, my putting was to shame there, not my 7-iron. Lesson learned. Greens are a bit slow. Give it a bit more welly. Let's try to get this back on track. So double bogey there, going okay. If I was playing normally and I'd have got a bogey and double bogey, I'll be honest, that's okay for me, that's normal. Now this next one's interesting because it's a par 3. And it's the shortest par 3 here at Windmill Hill. It's 133 yards. That's usually my 9-iron. And it's what Arcos is recommending me, 9-iron. But we're trying to hit a 7-iron as often as we can. And one of the problems I do have here is my 9-iron hits the trees. I'll pan into the trees in a second. As you can see here, it's quite a tight hole. Maybe a 7-iron, punching it low, running it up, could actually be a much better idea. I get caught in the trees, I'm taking the trees completely out of play, taking the wind out of play. But let's give it a go. Another 7-iron. Well, I just completely messed it up and mishit it so badly, and I'm in a bunker about 50 yards short. So that's where the theory might fall down. I'm still a rubbish golfer. I don't really practice things like punch shots or 75% shots. I'm in a bunker quite against the lip, so it's not good. I hate bunkers. I'm useless at bunkers. I'm awful at bunkers. I'm going to grip down a bit. Trying to punch it through. Grip down, punch it. Come on, we got this.
The rake. Rake it.
Okay, so rolled just off the back. I'm okay with this. 2-putt from here, it's another bogey. It's not much different to what I do usually with a full set of clubs. Come on, Christian, don't leave it short. Don't leave it short. Don't leave it short. You beauty. I love this putter. 7-iron didn't work on that occasion, in fairness, but still came away with a decent par. What I would say is if I'd hit my 9-iron as usual, I often end up very much in the trees there, or I hit that tree there. It's a menace. I hate that tree. Got a par. So I'm 3 over through 3. If I keep this up, could be a bit of an eye-opener for me and many other mid to high handicappers who are thinking always get the 3-wood out, really smash it as far as you can. Even when I have been in trouble today, because it's a 7-iron, I haven't been 100 yards on the wrong fairway. I haven't been 200 yards out of bounds. You know, it's been moderate, the mistakes. So hole 4 now. It's a par 5, so this will really put the theory into action. In theory, 3 7-irons will get me on the green, putting for a birdie. Now I usually take driver here and get into all kinds of trouble. It is a very heavily treed course, this. So it really can be easy to get into trouble. And getting out of the tree sometimes can be a slog. It can be like hacking it out constantly. So I'm going to try and keep it in play, hit 3 really easy 7-irons, and in theory should be on the green. So far my 7-irons have been pretty good off the tee, getting good distance. Let's hit another 7-iron. Tee went backwards. It's a good sign, isn't it? I don't think I've hit that very far. I think you look back at it, I had quite a fat connection. Always hitting the ball fat. But what I will say is I didn't hit it well. Didn't hit it well at all, actually. It's on the fairway. Now the next shot here is quite interesting because I have to clear a very large menacing bunker in the middle of the fairway. So the question will be, can I clear it with the 7-iron? Let's wait and see. It's exciting, this, isn't it? This is my first time recording on the course, or in any course for that matter. If you're enjoying this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe. I'll be releasing weekly content aimed at the mid to high handicapper. You'll get to see a bit of my journey from a high handicapper, hitting 115 round here I think my first time at Windmill, and see how I gradually, hopefully, get my handicap down and how I've done it, how I've gone about it. I'm absolutely addicted to this sport and determined to get better at it. My target this year was to get to 18 handicap. I'm on track, hopefully, in a few more rounds I should be able to get down to 18, which I think makes me an average golfer. I think 18 is like average. An average Joe, an average golfer. I've just completely thinned that again, but it did clear the bunker by about a yard. I was so close. So hopefully have a bit of roll on it. Won't be too bad. Let's get down and have a look. I'm not playing very good golf at the moment with my irons. I'm struggling quite a lot, if I'm honest. I don't ever seem to take a divot. I fat a lot of shots. I'm thinning a few today, funny enough, but that's not usual. So this is really going to be a test for me. It's good to see where I can get to my irons, and it's good to use an iron over and over again so I can try and get back some of that feel to what it should be. But it's interesting because a year ago when I first got my irons, the Mizuno JPX 921s, a bit dirty, sorry, is my irons were the best part of my game. Couldn't hit a driver to save my life. I used to take a 5-iron off the tee, and everyone I played with said my irons were phenomenal, much better than a, at the time, 30 handicapper should be. But since I just can't hit them, really struggling last 3 months, just can't hit my irons. If there's any golf coaches out there looking at these videos, it'd be very interesting to see what you think. Why am I fatting it all the time? Why don't I take a divot? Never take a divot, ever take a divot. Still counts as a fairway. I thought I absolutely crushed that. I thought I did alright. Landed it pretty much exactly what I wanted it to. Ran up nicely. I am putting for a birdie though, so once again it's working. And I'm playing badly. I'm hitting the ball badly. I'm hitting the 7-iron awful. I'm still getting it there. It's quite a long putt this though, nearly 40 feet. Just going to try and get it close. Ah, nuts. Hole 5 is a par 4. It's 364 yards, but it's a tricky one. It's very tight. Trees left and right all the way down. So this is where I think the 7-iron really could help. I get another one in the middle of the fairway, say 180 yards, might even better get on in 2. This theory could work. I think I've got the wind behind me as well, so it might even be easier. Yeah, I have got the wind behind me. Ooh, can I do it? Awful. Now I've got to do a horrible little punch shot off this loose, muddy kind of pine. It's horrible. Not pine, conifers. Hit a blinder. And the good news is when you're hitting 7-irons around, it was always going to be tough to get there in 2 anyway. So yes, I've had a really bad tee shot. And again, if I'd have pushed that with a different club, could have gone 100 yards in the wrong direction, or could have gone even further on the other hole. Recovery's okay. Maybe not. I'm a bit under a tree. But in theory, I should be able to get on in 3. 2-putt bogey. Let's get that bogey train going. I'll take a bogey. Bogey's fine. A 20 handicap, I'll take bogeys all day long. I'll be so annoyed if all I need is a 7-iron. And I spent thousands of pounds on clubs. What did I tell the wife? She'll have no respect for me. We'll deal with that later. So I'm going to have to do another little grip down and sort of chasey one here, try to get up on the green, roll it on hopefully. Well, I hope the microphone didn't pick up my swearing there. Well, I will say is, again, I mishit it badly. I'm not actually that far away from the green. Can definitely chip it on from here. Get 1 putt, it's still a bogey. Give myself a good opportunity for bogey there. Oh, I don't know, still a long putt. Got it in. Bogey time. So it's another tight par 4. I'm playing through, so I've got to be quick. Good shot. It's always hard to do a good shot when people are staring at you and watching. It might be the first time ever that a YouTuber's been asked to play through. So yeah, it's another par 4, 368 yards, so similar to the last hole. Trees either side, as always at Windmill. I think I'm right in the middle of the fairway again. Because it's downhill, I reckon I've got a bit of chase as well. Let's go and see if I can find it in the leaves. Actually, that might not be me. Might be thinking it's a leaf. Oh no, it's me, it's me. Oh, that was lucky. But I've been really lucky today. I've hit a tree and I've bounced out, so I'm actually on the fairway. It's got a really nasty shot next. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use the 7-iron. This might be where I have to use one of my wedges just to try and get myself out of a spot of bother. Let's wait and see what happens, eh? Putting for a par and I've had one bad shot. Bit of luck, granted. Two-putted and got a bogey. Once again, at the moment I'm through 6. I'm 6 over. Maybe Grandad was right after all. Right, now is a difficult one. So my battery died just before that shot, so I'm not sure what you've missed, but I pushed a horrible shot right. It's ended up in the trees. Oh, I've just played a blinder. Got putt for par. Right, see, I would never have done that shot normally, but I was brave, went for it, ran it up, tried to get it on the ridge here. You can see here, just try to get it on the ridge on the right. I flirted with the bunker, and I've got a really nice uphill putt now, quite short, for a par. I played this hole the other day, and I got 6. I've got an 8 here before. It's a tricky hole. Bogey's alright. Bit annoyed, where to put the holes in here. It's a slight raised bit of ground before the cup there, and it just rode across it and didn't smoothly go in. But, well, it was a good putt. It was a good bit of play, so I've got a 4 there where, again, hit a bad shot, hit a bad first shot. When I take my 7 wood on that hole, I can really get in trouble. So it just goes to show that maybe by taking a bit more ease off it, maybe playing it like a par 4. If I got 4 on that hole every time, I'm happy with that. I think it's stroke index 2. It's really hard, the hole. 204 yards. It's normally playing to wind. A lot of people I know play driver off it. Just punch up a driver. So to hit 7-iron, a pushy 7-iron to roll onto the green, should have really got my putt in. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with a 4. Right, we're through 7. And I'm 7 over. It's quite a long par 4. It's 390 yards. When I say long, I mean long for my 7-iron. So I'm not going to get there in 2. No way, no way. So I'm going to play it as a 3, play it as a par 5, see what I can try and do. The green's actually quite difficult and quite tricky when you get closer. So maybe this will benefit me because I'm not trying to get on the green in 2. Anyway, so we get on. There's a lot of wind this way. So I think I might be safe. Aim that way, land it. If you see my Instagram, this has got the tree that is my nightmare on it. When I hit driver, I'm usually behind this bloody tree, and it means I cannot get to the green. So I'm hoping to avoid that today, and with the 7-irons I should be able to. Again, just hit my irons. A lot of hook on them. The wind didn't help me there at all, really picked up just as I hit the shot, but still, it was going that way anyway, it just got worse. So as I'm walking along here, You can see the hole on Arcos as I'm playing it now. Absolutely smashed that drive. Like, they're going way more than 150. Might be because I did put a bit of hook on this one. Maybe that's why. But I'm not far away from the 150 marker, if I'm honest. 150 marker is just there. And I'm here. I want to get it to the green, but if I can get it close, that'd be great. Let's go and take the shot. I'm on the green. I've absolutely caught that beautifully. Got a nice bit of drawing. Got a bit of luck off the bunker. It hit the little the bump and it pushed it towards the green. I'm on the green. I struggle so much on this hole. I'm putting for a birdie. Hit 2 7-irons. All this time I could just be hitting 7-irons. I will point out it's summer conditions. So I am getting a huge amount of roll, and in winter this would be very different. Yeah, it would be different. I appreciate that. I played here yesterday. I think I hit 49 on the front 9, and it was beautiful conditions then. And at the moment, I'm going to smash that, but only hitting a 7-iron and a putter. I think I've hit my wedge once or twice. Oh dear God, what have I been doing? Could just be going around like this. And the great thing is it takes any decision out of it. You're not trying to make any decisive decisions. I would never have hit a 7-iron there normally. Never would have done that. I'd have tried to hit a 5-iron. Granted, a 5-iron might have been close to the pin, but I also hit my 5-iron awful, so it could have gone terrible. You want to see a hook? See me hit a 5-iron. Whoo! Oh yeah! Got a putt here for birdie. On the 8th is a hard hole. A lot of them are hard here, to be honest. A little bit of break, not too bad. I'm so bad at reading greens. Disappointing bogey from where I was there, but once again, bogey. What was that? So the last hole I'm going to film today, it's a par 5, 482 yards. Sorry, guy next to me has just hit a shot really close to the pin. Good shot. So again, I'm taking all the elements out of play here and all the danger. Maybe I can get on in 3, sorry. I think there is something to this. And I'm not saying everyone should go out and hit 7-iron at every shot. I've hit some amazing 7-wood shots. I've hit some amazing drives. But it's that consistency that haunts us mediocre golfers, average or high handicap golfers. And by taking a little bit of element away from that, you're not having all the decisions of 14 clubs. One club, same swing over and over again, consistency. Keep the ball in play. You'll score lower. Okay, I can hit the 7-iron. I'm going to use my hook to my benefit and get it round that tree. It's weird, I seem to be better hitting a 7-iron out of the rough than I am the fairway. Maybe it's because I get under it better, maybe it's because I'm fat. Yeah, that makes sense, wouldn't it? Leave a comment below. Why do I hit far better off rough than I do a fairway? Is it because I'm a fatty? That might be the best 7-iron I've ever hit. That's phenomenal. So one thing I will say is, usually my 7-iron goes 155 yards, something like that. And I've hit some today that have gone 200. So I think there is a lot about the summer conditions to be said. However, as I mentioned, I played yesterday. What's my excuse then? Not enough 7-iron. Always use 7-iron. Always use the 7-iron. Right, absolutely, I couldn't be happy with where I am. You'll be able to see on the Arcos here, I think 200 yards from the rough. Honestly, I don't know why, I should just be taking my 7-iron from the rough all the time. And it's left me 82 yards to the green on a par 5. So using 7-iron again, I'm going to take the risk away. I'll just punch a little 7-iron on the green. Completely mishit that. Had no right to go where it is, it's pin high. I'm putting for another birdie. Ah, what a wonderful day. Probably can't see my face because of the sunshine. Got a par.
Conclusion.
So I've now finished my 9 holes using a 7-iron as much as I could. I'll put up on the screen how many times I've hit my 7-iron today and what other clubs I have used. I scored 44, which for me is my joint best ever score on this course. Which begs the question, with 14 clubs, how am I hitting the same as when I hit a 7-iron? Now granted, weather conditions today are brilliant. It's firm underground, we've had a really hot summer here in the UK, so the ball is running, and I was hitting my 7-iron, particularly off the tee, some 200 yards, which is something I don't usually do. The fact of the matter is I kept the ball in play, just like my granddad said, and I hit it consistently. And I got my best ever score, and I didn't hit all good shots, I hit many poor shots. One of the biggest findings I've had of today is the fact that when I have approach shots, hitting that 7-iron, that little chip and run, I don't even know if it's a chip and run, basically punching it onto the green, I hit it wrong every time. Every time I did that shot, I hit the ball badly, and it got on the green or near the green. Do I use my wedges too often? Do I often take a shot that doesn't need to be done? Take the easy shot. Forget what people think, rolling a ball on from 80 yards. It worked. If you've enjoyed today's video, please like and subscribe. I will be releasing weekly content for the mid to high handicappers. And follow me to see my journey in golf and to see what improvements I make and future videos. As I mentioned earlier, yes, I am trying to use a 7. Now I usually take driver here and get into all kinds of trouble. So then golf. Great shot. I should have been filming you. Has just occurred to me that I've been using shot tracer. I'm not sure I panned out enough, so maybe there'll be a lot of shots you don't get to see properly. 7-iron. I use my 7-iron this many times. I haven't counted. Right, nearly down for too long. I'm gonna get up, get a cup of tea. Oh, my legs.